How to reach out to big influencers in 2021. Some outreach tips.
When I started learn about outreach, I tried to find templates and to customize these templates to use for my clients for link building purposes. But these templates didn't provide any results. The first reason was many other use these templates. For example, if Brian Dean or Neil Patel or any other famous outreach specialists share templates, that means 1,000 others try to use totally the same template. It doesn't work. That's why it's better to skip about any templates, forget about them, and to consider another way. By the way, Dre, I often see that you can invite awesome experts to your show. Tell me, how do you find them and how to reach out to these very busy people?
Well, the first thing is to just ask. I think some people are just scared to just ask and reach out. For I'd say more than 50-60% of the guests I have is just sending them out a message through LinkedIn or an email and just like, hey, I run this show. I would love to have you as a guest, and I'll see if I got a reply or not. So that's exactly just asking is the very first step. Don't be afraid. They're just a regular person, and just asking is just my first step. How about you, Anatoly?
My loving tip is to form connections before reaching out to people. I can explain why. For example, the average person usually gets 121 emails a day. That means we have no time to open all these emails. Brandin shares the study that only 8% of all outreach emails are open. That means you can customize, personalize your message, but nobody cares because people have no time. But if you check out another data that people usually open emails from their customers, colleagues, and friends. If you can't be a customer or colleague, you can be a friend. That's why it's important to form connections before sending any emails. I try to reach out very big influencers, and I didn't write any message. I just comment a lot on their posts. It's not to write 1-2 comments. I wrote 50 comments, a lot of comments to share additional value. Influencers usually read comments, what people are talking about their content. They learn from comments, and you can form connections if you share additional value. If other users like your comments, after these two big influencers reach out to me, I was shocked because they have over 6 million followers together, and they asked me questions. That means I didn't have time to write the message first. They reach out to me, and that means I have these connections and build relationships with these people. Perfectly fine. You can use totally the same method before reaching out, comment on their posts. You form connections and can be a friend. The second way, be a customer. For example, Ren Fishkin, when he you can subscribe to his tool, to his blog, SparkTora, and he usually sends messages and reply to these messages. It's interesting that it's hard to reach out to Ren Fishkin, but if you reply to his emails, he usually replies back. It's simple. I use this method. That's why I invited Ren to my webinar and to our event. What do you think about this?
It's funny how you mentioned even Ren too, because I mean, there's times I would send out multiple emails to people, and the way I was able to like get Ren on the show was like I sent a video message. I got the book. I have his book. I recorded myself. I actually met him at a meetup one time, and so I recorded myself at that. I'm like, hey Ren, I actually met you a few months ago. I got your book, and I would love to interview about it. And he actually responded right after, a few hours after I sent that video. So sending video message is something that can create an instant relationship with someone because they're seeing that you're taking the time to record a video. It's very more personal. personable. And I feel doing videos to reach out is a great way to outreach for finding some other influencers. I actually have one more, but Anatoly, what's your last method?
My method after warming connections, when you feel that you have some friendship in the comments, personalize your message. Forget about any templates. For example, when I reach out to Lily Ray, I tried the first time, she didn't reply to me. The second time, I joked on her comments, and if you provide some jokes, kidding a little bit, you can form connections as well. And yeah, after this she replied to me, and we had an awesome show. She shared a lot of insights. You can use the same, just use a little bit kidding, but don't hurt their feelings, and personalize your message. Forget about what you wanna get. For example, I often get the message, I wanna increase my network, please connect with me, or something like this. These people don't talk what I want, they don't care about me. Why I need to care about them? If you wanna reach out big influencers, forget about what you want. Think about them. What value can you provide? Personalize your message and talk about them. Provide some insights how you can help them. And for example, I never use the message just I like your content, thanks a lot. It doesn't work. I don't know. It's better to be straightforward. And if you reach out to them, you need to provide value. If you can't, okay, skip it. Find another influencers or blogger, journalist. Any thoughts?
Yeah, no, this is one thing. My last tip for reaching out to influencers is using your own connections. Getting the introduction from your own connections is a great way to warm you up. I mean, you're getting vouched by someone that they already know and that you know. I mean, that's how I actually got the rest of my connections. My guest on my show is by like, hey, do you think you can make an introduction to this person, that person, and then they'll make the introduction and vouch for me, and then it's like, it happens. The magic happens. It's there. Like someone vouched for you, so you're getting that validation, and making use of your own connections to make new connections is a great way to outreach to other influencers.
Yeah, and I see that in your show you invite the best experts in marketing field. What about link building? If you need to create links, do you use the same methods or different?
For me, and link building is more about branding for me. I mean, we spoke about this in our link building conversations, where it's like I create great content and have where people I'll have data that will be proprietary that I'll put out for certain clients, or they'll have a certain report that they'll put together. Again, it's by having your proprietary data that you collected and create content like that, quality content. You get the links that way. I mean, again, it's through branding and just creating great content.
Cool. Okay, guys, reach out to Paul. Reach out to me on LinkedIn or find our emails. You can reach out there, ask any questions, build relationships with us. We are glad to have good relationships, and ask any questions. See you next time. Cheers.